What's up guys, Husto7 here, and I think that the Tone Titan is the most powerful Titan that I have ever played with across all the Titans in Titanfall 2 and Titanfall 1. Alright, like I said, I'm going to be showing you the Tone Titan today. I think this is the most powerful Titan that is in Titanfall 2, and I'm going to show you the setup that I use as well as talk about all of his abilities. So here's the setup that I run with. I like to take Overcore as my Titan kit because I love to start with the 20% build time because the rocket Salvo core, like you just saw, is so powerful. When it comes to the Tone kit, I like to go with the enhanced tracker rounds. That gives you a 2-point lock-on when you get a critical hit, which is going to let you use those tracker rockets, which are insanely powerful. And for the third slot, I happen to like the Dome Shield, but honestly, you can really take whichever one you want. It's really just a preference at that point. So if you're not familiar, how the Tone works is you need to lock on by getting 3 shots with this single semi-automatic weapon, the 40mm cannon. And once you have 3 lock-ons, then you can use the tracking rockets, which is a shoulder-mounted rocket that does a lot of damage. You can also hide behind your particle wall if you need to reload or get some cover, as well as your special ability is you can shoot a Sonar lock, which gives you a lock-on as well as reveals where enemies are. Now let's talk about the 40mm cannon, because this cannon is a beast, and I'm going to show you that if you get a shot on a pilot, it's a one-shot kill. So you're basically like using, like the plasma rifle, like the from Titanfall 1 or that the North Star has. It's basically like a sniper rifle, because if you get a hit, you instantly kill them. They just, explode into little giblets, and that's awesome. I've gotten lots of Gooser kills. I've gotten kills like these that you're seeing on screen where someone's just moving across and I happen to get the kill, because it's like wielding a sniper rifle. And it's like wielding a sniper rifle that is a one-shot kill, but also it can explode, which just makes this weapon so powerful. So in this clip, you can see that I'm shooting at these pilots, and when a pilot sort of ducks behind, this little cave, I can just spam rounds into that cave and still get the points for the kill, because I can actually get them with the explosive rounds even if I'm not able to directly hit them, and that just makes that 40mm cannon very powerful. Now, it's not just against troops and pilots. This weapon excels against Titans as well. You can see how much damage it's just putting on to this North Star, and every time I get that 3-point lock and I'm able to use that tracker rockets from the shoulder, I'm just able to do so much damage to him. We brought that North Star down so fast, and here I missed my Gooser, but you can see I'm still able to get some 40mm snipes, even at long distances. The rounds do curve a little bit, like you see, but if you play with it for a few rounds, you'll start to learn the curve, and you'll be able to get really long shots, snipes with this. Now, you can also see that you have that wall there in that shot just a minute ago, and I want to talk about these tracker rockets one more time, because you see I couldn't actually see my lock there because of the electric smoke, but I was still able to shoot him, and so it's important to know that you don't actually have to maintain line of sight when you have a lock on. As long as you have locked on, even if that enemy walks out of your vision or pops an electric smoke, you still are locked, and you can hit them with those enhanced tracker rockets. Now, another feature that the Tone has is the Sonar lock. So you can see I'm killing some enemies here. I drop my wall to get some temporary cover, and then I shoot my Sonar lock to figure out where the enemies are. That helps me know if there's any pilots in the area, and it helps me realize that, okay, I'm only dealing with some AI, so after I reload, I can come back out of my cover. Now, I can also use my Sonar lock to get a lock on there. So you see that I couldn't get a line of sight, but I was able to get a lock on, which gave me that edge, and this was a close fight. But because I was able to hit him with that Sonar, I got the lock, I got 2 more shots, and that was able to get me the enough damage to kill that Titan. Now, you can also use your wall, and I want to show you that I still was doomed here, but I almost got killed by a nuclear ejection, and nuclear ejections are pretty brutal, but I was able to drop my wall, and I actually survived it. So the wall is a great thing as well. I used it all the time in Titanfall 1, and I love having the particle wall on the Tone Titan as well. Now, the sort of best thing for rapid damage on this is the Salvo core, though. Just like I showed at the beginning, this Salvo core is just absolutely unstoppable. And here I'm going to show you with the Salvo core actually coming in on the enemy dropship, and it's just going to be able to kill it so fast. The Salvo core just deals so much damage, so much burst damage, so much just rapid fire damage, and if you're able to hit Titans with it when they're unsuspecting, you can get kills so quickly. I definitely think that this is one of the most powerful cores in the game, is because of the sheer amount of damage you can do with it, as well as the fact that the rockets actually can be guided, so where you're looking, they will attack. Here's the clip that I showed in the beginning of the game where I actually get a triple kill, and it could have been even more if this dome shield wouldn't have, that Titan fell in and the dome shield absorbed my rockets. But that's a clip from the very beginning where I actually get a triple kill with one single rocket salvo. So there you have it. Last thing I want to show you is this execution is pretty awesome as well. He jumps on top of the Titan, pulls the pilot out, and shoots him in the air. So there you have it. That's the offensive things that are going on with the Tone. I did want to say real quick that I think one of the biggest weaknesses of the Tone is that he only has one dash. So if in the core you can actually go with, in the Titan kit, you can actually take a, an extra dash core, which if you dash around a lot, you might be your playstyle better, but I don't actually take that because I like to just drop the wall, and I actually happen to be doing just fine with the single dash. The last thing I'll say is that I think the biggest counter to the Tone Titan, specifically to the Salvo core, is the Vortex Shield. There's been a couple times that I've launched a huge volley of rockets right into a Vortex Shield, had my particle wall on cooldown, they were returned right at me and basically instantly doomed me. So be careful for that, but overall, that's my review of the Tone Titan. I think it is the most powerful Titan that I've ever played with in Titanfall 2. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of my Titanfall 2 content, and leave a like on this video if you agree.